Welcome, fans, into this week in CA football on site here at the National Championship in a balmy Frisco, Texas. Tim, I don't know if we were expecting this weather quite a bit.
It's a wee bit nippy, but we're braving the elements out here a little bit. It is windy, it is cold, but again, it's just exciting to finally get here. Look at this venue. Look how nice the field.
Yes,
I mean, everything is just starting to come together, and I think it's just nice, too, to see JMU kind of in that game mode already a few days away.
Yes, indeed, and we came right off the plane running here to media session here is what we opened up with the activities today. Talked to a lot of the players and Coach Houston about the opportunity being here, some of the things they did over the holidays, getting ready for this game, but really just a team that's really excited to be here and seems pretty relaxed.
Yeah, seems very relaxed and not too optimistic, not too overly. It just seemed like they were dialed in, and I know there's still 2 days to go, but it just seemed like it was a fun media session. It wasn't what's that play? There wasn't any nerves. It was just a fun but quick, and it has been a long day. We hopped off the plane and got right to the media session, but it was cool to hear the players talk about. We heard Brian Shore went home, enjoyed family time, but now he also knew that he just wanted to get back here and play this game because they know what's at stake right now.
Speaking of Brian Shore, here are some of the players and Coach Houston at the media session earlier today.
Well, I think that, coming back off Christmas break and going in almost a camp kind of mode for the players, it got a little trying for them a little bit, but they kept a great attitude because they knew what's at stake. But I think certainly everybody was ready to get on the plane and get down here, and we knew that everything would go fast once we got here. And so certainly it's kind of gaining momentum right now, and we're going to look up. It's going to be 11 a.m. on Saturday morning.
It's truly a blessing. This is the place that everyone wants to be, that all the teams talk about at the beginning of the season. They talk about how they want to build a championship culture or have a good year so they can contend for the national championship. And to finally be here is truly a blessing.
Oh, man, the feeling is great. This is a very, very good feeling that we have, amongst the team, not just me. This is something that you can say that it doesn't happen for everybody. This is my first national championship game I ever played in my entire life. So this feeling right here, I can't really put it into words. It's just, you ever have like that feeling when your body just vibrates and it shakes and you're always excited? That type of feeling right there is great.
We just have fun. We have fun out there. As long as everybody is doing what they're supposed to do, everybody knows their job that we're supposed to do. And one thing that our coaches always tell us is do our job and everything will work out in the end. And once we all come together, we have fun out there, and that's when you see us making big plays and things like that.
Well, it's almost here. That's the thoughts. And so, I look forward to 10:55 or whatever time we take the field on Saturday, and I've talked to the kids about that moment, probably off the charts as far as emotion and stuff like that. And so you live in that moment, but then you got to be ready to get dialed back down pretty quickly for what we got to do, play after play, down after down, because it'll really come down to which team can execute and make the fewest mistakes on Saturday.
I think one thing that he's mentioned to us is to enjoy the moment, to enjoy this experience, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but to remember what we're down here for. We've put a lot of work in over the last year and a half to make this possible, and we don't want to see that work go to waste. We want to give it our best shot this week and hopefully come out of here with a victory.
Great to hear from some of the players there, Tim, and right after the media session, they came right down to these steps right down here for the team photo shoot, and then off to a quick practice because of this weather actually this afternoon.
It is. It actually said 35 degrees according to our weather apps here, but it was nice too. We saw the team photo, always a nice tradition here in Frisco. Then of course we did, as you said, saw the players go out and practice. It was really a brisk walkthrough, if you could call it that. A little too windy to get a lot done, but I'm sure the coaches and the players cooped up from the travel, all this stuff. It's nice to get out here and get a nice sweat. Obviously, there was nothing really game planning. It was just kind of running out here, getting back in that football mode. And I'm sure as these days start to get closer, as the game gets closer, a lot of other things. I mean, practicing is probably the mental preparation is starting to come in at this point.
Speaking of the mental preparation, where do you see this team's mindset today after kind of being around them for a few hours today, being at the practice, the media session, the team photo, a team that seems very relaxed? And like you said, I think it's now just mental preparation. I think they're ready to go. I think the physical practices, they seem to be a little bit tired of.
At this point in the season, I was saying to you, at this point in the season too, I mean, how many times can you practice knowing you're playing in the national championship? You've done everything up to this point to prepare yourselves and get in this spotlight. And I think, I don't know if you could call it a mood, but it just seemed like this team, as Coach Houston has kind of harped all season long, they know how hard they've worked to get to this point, and it's kind of just, it's in front of them now, and that's the next step to just kind of get ready to play this game. I don't think they're overthinking it too much. Again, we only saw them for a little bit, but in any point I didn't see any players kind of like worried about interviews or worried at practice. It just seemed like they were a group that has the task at hand.
Well, that is it from us, our recap for today. Stay with cafootball.com and, of course, all of our social media platforms. A lot more
Snapchat,
events going
Insta,
on.
everything.
Exactly. A lot more events going on tonight, so stay with us on those platforms as well. We'll be back tomorrow. There's a couple press conferences from Youngstown State and JMU.
Right here, back at Toyota Stadium.
Back here at Toyota Stadium. We'll recap those tomorrow, so make sure to tune in.